Good morning. It is August 1st, and this is your daily tarot. Let's go ahead and take a look at today's cards. So, the first card that we have today is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands speaks to a crystallization of behavior. Um, Wands are our sense of willfulness and what we seek out to accomplish in life, and the Ten is a crystallization um, of something or another. And in this case, because it's combined with the wands, it's a crystallization of behavior. Now, when we look at this character within this card, the person is carrying 10 different wands. And so, what does that mean? What does that speak to us? Uh, it's this kind of conditioning of doing a lot and the doaholic, um, always seeking for accomplishment and doing so to such a degree that it actually is blinding of the path that is in front of us. Um, if you can imagine a person who wakes up every day and is filling their day with as much as possible in aim to accomplish something, whether it's multiple jobs, uh, running from here or there, not really taking the time to rest and just kind of stacking themselves with things that they're doing. Um, that's this person. That's a lot of us, actually. I think it's just ingrained in our culture. Um, but kind of losing sight of where we're going in that. And so the message within this card is to set some of these wands down, put them down so that you can actually have one sense of will and clarity, and a new beginning in such a way, because it's a lot to try to carry all of this, and it does wear one down, and ultimately we could end up walking off a cliff of sorts, right, if we're literally blinded by our own nature of this duaholic nature, because we miss what's around us because we're so busy um, trying to focus on what we're trying to accomplish. So from that card, we're going to move over to the central card. And the central card that we have here is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a card that is asking us to reevaluate our sense of values. It's a card that general rulership is Taurus, which is, how do we value things? What are our beliefs? Um, what is our anchor within us that gives us a sense of what's important in life. It's also a card that mentions what stable materiality looks like, as far as stable income and things like that. And so, when we get really busy and overwhelmed with what we're trying to accomplish, sometimes we lose sight of our actual sense of values. And so today we're, sitting in a new sense of that, like what is important, and reevaluating, where we've put our energy and where we've possibly been stubborn, and if that's been fruitful in our lives in general. Um, and then when we get to this third card here, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles, the number seven is in numerologically anyway speaking, is a number of learning something and kind of gathering information. And this card is a pentacle card, so it's looking at and reevaluating, uh, you know, the fruits of our labor, so to speak. This person is actually standing in a garden and they have harvested something from their garden. And so we're, really taking the time today to look at, where we've put our energy and what's come from that, and if it's actually, of value to us. And this card also speaks to having some patience around a material situation. Like you can't plant a seed in June and expect a tomato in July. Like there's a certain cycle to things. Tomatoes, if you haven't grown them before, usually have like a 90+ day cycle before they start bearing fruit. So you have to take time and look at the time that it actually takes to develop things, because as much as, we may want an immediate reward of our actions, of what we inputted into something, things take time, right? Like things take time to harvest, things take time. And this person, if you look at them closely, like they're wearing two different boots, right? So, something that we could possibly consider is that some things take time while and they are growing and things are happening with them alongside us also having our foot in another area of our life. Like something that we plant in our life is bearing fruit alongside of us doing something else. Um, this person has their foot in two different worlds, so to speak. And, you know, while we build something, how can we balance that with the understanding and the knowing that things take time? And there are a lot of things within the realm of our existence that, we don't get control over as far as time goes, right? Like there may be a flower that's supposed to bloom in a certain time frame, but it doesn't, because it just doesn't get enough sunshine. It doesn't get enough water. It doesn't get enough of what it needs. So are we tending to that which we actually want to grow in our lives? Now that we have our new sense of values, and is somehow this busyness and this duoholic nature that we've had for so long, is somehow setting down some of these wands, helping us to reevaluate our sense of values, and um, giving us some perspective of how things shift in this riddle we call life. So that is our reading for today, August 21st. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please reach out at rootsofalchemy.com. I hope you have a most blessed day, and I will see you soon. Take care.